all that I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. So, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. You cannot accept the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. How many legs does a dog have? If you call his tail a leg, for saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it a leg. You can fool all the people some of the time and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right and stand with him while he is right and part with him when he goes wrong. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. The ballad is stronger than the bullet. Character is like a tree, and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. We, the people, are the rightful master of both Congress and the court, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the man who perverts the Constitution. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. I remember my mother's prayer, and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. And that's my religion. It has been my experience that flocks who have no vices have very few virtues. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. Government of the people, by the people, for the people shall not perish from the earth. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. As I will not be a slave, so I will not be a master. The express my idea of democracy. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be dependent upon the meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real fact. Shepherd drive the wolf from the sheep's throat, for which the sheep thank the shepherd as his liberator, while the wolf denounces him for the same act as the destroyer of liberty. Apparently, the sheep and the wolf are not agreed upon a definition of liberty is prior to and independent of capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Labor is the superior of capital and deserve much the higher consideration. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell. It is simply purgatory. Dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of earth. If this is coffee, please bring me some tea. But if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? This country, with its institutions, belongs to the people who inhabit it. Whenever they shall grow weary of the existing government, they can exercise their constitutional right of amending it, or exercise their revolutionary right to overthrow it. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. He has a right to criticize who has a heart to help. Discourage litigation, pursue your neighbor to compromise whenever you can. As a peacemaker, the lawyer has superior opportunity of being a good man. There will still be business enough that some achieve great success is proof to all that other can achieve it as well. A house divided against itself cannot stand again. No man is good enough to ruin another man without the other's consent. You have to do your own growing on matter how tall your grandfather was. The best way to get a bad law replaced is to enforce it strictly. Those who grant freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and under the rule of a just God cannot long retain it. Every man is said to have his peculiar ambition. Whenever it be true or not, I can say for one that I have no other so great as that of being truly estimate of my fellow men by rendering myself worthy of their esteem. How far I shall succeed in gratifying this ambition is yet to be developed.
No matter how much cats fight, there always seems to be plenty of kitchens. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have.